In this video, we'll be taking a look at the information on pages Word 56 and 57, which is entitled Align Paragraphs. Changing paragraph alignment is another way to enhance a document's appearance. Paragraphs are aligned relative to the left and right margins in a document. By default, text is left aligned, which means it's flush with the left margin and has a ragged right edge. Using the alignment buttons in the paragraph group, you can right align a paragraph, make it flush with the right margin, or center a paragraph so that it is positioned evenly between the left and right margins. You can also justify a paragraph so that both the left and right edges of the paragraph are flush with the left and right margins. Now on step 1, on page Word 56, it tells us that we want to replace your name and today's date with your name, a comma, and the date. So we're going to replace out this information here, and we're going to put in your name, a comma, and today's date. Of course, you can use the auto-complete if you'd like to do that as well. And just remember that when you see the little image pop up there, you can just hit your enter key and it will continue typing the information for you for the autocomplete. Step 2 tells us that we want to select your name, the comma, and the date. Then we want to click on the right align button in the paragraph group. So here's our paragraph group, and here is our right align. We click on this, and now the text is aligned with the right margin. Now in page layout view, the place where the white and shaded sections are on the horizontal ruler meets shows the left and right margins. So here would be our left margin here, and this would be our right margin here. Now of course you can always click the View tab, then click the Ruler checkbox to display the rulers if they are not already displayed. So if your screen looks like this with no rulers on it, it's hard to tell where the margins are. You can make a guess that it would be here and here, but you want to click on the ruler button here to be able to tell exactly where the margins are. Step 3 tells us that we want to place the insertion point between your name and the comma. So we place the insertion point here between your name and the comma, and we're going to press the delete key to delete the comma. Then next we're going to press the enter key to move the date to the second line. Now the new paragraph containing the date is also right aligned. Now when you press enter in the middle of a paragraph, it creates a new paragraph with the same text and paragraph formatting as the original paragraph. Step 4 tells us to select the 2-line title, and so we're going to select the Quest Specialty Travel Last Minute Travel Deals, and we're going to click on the center button in the paragraph group. Here's our center button. Now the two paragraphs that make up the title are centered between the left and right margins. Step 5 tells us we need to scroll down as needed and place the insertion point in the Rosh Hashanah Desert Safari heading. So the heading that we formatted a little bit ago here. And we're also going to make this centered. And so now that heading is centered. Of course, you can always click the left align button in the paragraph group to left align a paragraph. So if you didn't want this left centered, you could click on this button to make it left aligned. But for now, we're going to make sure that it stays in the center. Step 6 tells us that we want to place the insertion point in the italicized paragraph. Just anywhere will be good. And then we would want to click on the Justify button in the paragraph group. Now the paragraph is aligned with both the left and the right margins. When you justify a paragraph, the Word adjusts the spacing between words so that each line in the paragraph is flush with the left and the right margins. Now, of course, with the exception at the very last line on there, it won't space it out too much. It will just end the line where it's at, but it will try to make it go as far as it can to the margin. Step 7 tells us that we want to scroll down, place our insertion point back in the Rosh Hashanah Desert Safari, and we're going to click on the launcher in the paragraph group. And once again, the launcher is the little button in the lower right hand side. It looks like a angle there with a arrow. And when we click on that, the paragraph dialog box will open. Now the indents and spacing tab should be showing the paragraph format settings for the paragraph where the insertion point is located. You can check or change the paragraph format settings using this dialog box. And so in this case, we're going to move on to step 8, which is that we're going to click the alignment list arrow here, and we're going to change this back to left. Once we have that, we're going to click on OK, and now you'll notice that the Rosh Hashanah Desert Safari heading has now been left aligned. We can go ahead and save our document here. Now, of course, as well, you can format a document using themes. And changing the theme applied to a document is another powerful and efficient way to tailor a document's look and feel, particularly when a document is formatted with a quick style set. By default, all documents created in Word are formatted with the default Office theme, which uses Calibri as the font for the body text. But you can change the theme at any time to fit the content, tone, and purpose of a document. When you change the theme for a document, a complete set of new theme colors, fonts, and effects is applied to the whole document. To preview how various themes look when applied to the current document, you click on the Themes button in the Document Formatting group on the Design tab. And so that is here, and there's the document formatting on there, and you can just highlight over each of these, and you can take a look at how the document would look if you would choose each of these different settings. Now when you click the theme that you like, which we're not going to change the theme in this case, that will use the theme colors and all the text that is formatted with the style, which includes the body text, and all table styles and graphic effects change to the colors, fonts, and effects used by the theme. In addition, a gallery of color changes to display the set of theme colors, and the active quick style set changes to employ the theme colors and fonts. Now note that changing the theme does not change the non-theme based font formatting that has already been applied. For example, if you change the font of text, applied bold to the text, or change the font color of text to a standard or custom color, then the formatting remains in place. If you want to tweak the document design further, you can modify it by applying a different set of theme colors, heading and body text fonts, or graphic effects. To do this, simply click the Colors, Fonts, and Effects button in the Document Formatting group, and you move the pointer over each option in the gallery to preview it in the document, and then you click the option you like the best. And that concludes the information that's on Word pages 56 and 57. In the next video, we are going to be working with tabs.